I'm gonna try, but I gotta look up and make sure it's all approved, so there's no nothing that would leave a color on the brick.
So you've got some nasty looking brick to clean, huh? This is how I like to clean brick, guys. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I use a 5% sodium hypochlorite. You can get to 5% by getting a 10% Pool Essentials brand or HDX brand from Home Depot or Walmart. Pool bleach, pool chlorinating liquid. That's what sodium hypochlorite is. If you get a 10% and mix it 50-50 with water, you'll have 5%. That will work just fine, guys, and will do a good job. If not, I would say use Clorox, which is 7.5% sodium hypochlorite, and use about 75% Clorox, 25% water. That'll get you to about where you want to be for cleaning brick or driveways.
That's what we do.
Brick or driveways, about 5%. That will kill any of it. On here, we've got a lot of lichen, which is your pretty standard algae that grows on there. You can see the lichen is turning yellow.
Yeah, I looked at one on there. It was like $6.99, and I was like, dude, I can
Simple
get these
pump
for
up sprayer
$100.
works just fine, guys. Whatever gets it applied for you. I like to come back with a little light pressure from a pressure washer afterwards, depending on how old the brick is. If the brick is incredibly brittle, I will not use a pressure washer. I'll just apply this all over the brick, maybe once or twice, let it kill everything, rinse it off with a hose. You know, that'll be about the max amount of pressure, but everything else that these here aren't that old. They just haven't been cleaned in a long time, so we'll use the pressure washer, get this back to normal looking once we kill all of the living organisms. But sodium hypochlorite, the active ingredient in bleach, is what you really want to be using. That will take care of the black bacteria that grows on driveways and bricks called Glioxapsomagma, and it'll take care of this green algae, which is a type of lichen. There are many types of lichen, but none of them like bleach, sodium hypochlorite, guys. That's highly what I recommend for bricks. One of the things I get asked a lot of the times is, how do you know what type of mixture to use on different surfaces, different substrates? Brick and concrete are probably the easiest to clean, guys. Everybody overthinks this. On brick, don't add a lot of pressure because you don't want to break the bricks. Obviously, you can see one of the bricks here in this shot under my foot right now is cracked already. So we're not going to go heavy on pressure. But as far as driveways and sidewalks, 5% sodium hypochlorite. Wet the driveway or sidewalk or bricks first, then apply your chemical. That way it dilutes it and helps distribute the chemical throughout the surface. What I mean by that is when you hit it with dry bleach, it just dries onto the driveway or sidewalk immediately. If you hit it with a surface that's already wet, the bleach hits the surface that's wet and then disperses amongst that wet surface, evenly spreading out the bleach ideally. Of course, you want to cover everything and coat everything well on your own, but this will help that happen a little faster and a little bit easier, I find. So always pre-wet everything down. Make sure if you're just soft washing, you are rinsing everything down. You don't want to leave it on there just forever otherwise. Now, it's okay if you're post-treating just to leave it on there and let the next rain rinse it off. Just make sure you don't coat everything so that it doesn't kill the grass on the sides of the sidewalk. The next question I get from time to time is, how long should you let this sit? On concrete or brick, I love to give at least 10 minutes, no less than 10 minutes, but I prefer to give it 20 minutes. Now, if you're in a hurry or you've got a bunch of jobs on the day, that's going to slow you down a little bit, so use your judgment. But 20 minutes is optimal to make sure the bleach has killed everything. Just keep reapplying it throughout that time period a little bit so that it will build up. That will help to make sure that it is, of course, still working on killing stuff. That's really what we're after here, is getting the organics. But that's what I recommend, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. CEO of One here. Make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.